since we're over here now, I think we're going to talk about
Chapter 24 and beyond.
24.
Yeah.
To the end.
Antolini's.
yes.
So, Holden goes to Mr. Antolini's swanky apartment at the Sutton place.
Speak up,
They start having a drink.
Yep. So he sits down with this guy for a drink, right?
Yep. The guy's a cornball.
Yeah, the guy's kind of
Yes, he was.
really
They start
weird.
talking
Very
about
big
the
one.
kid that jumped out of the window when
Well, they
and
don't
then
start talking about that. He's thinking about that.
Yeah, he's thinking
he
about it.
Oh yeah, he respects whatever his name is.
Respect.
The
Mr.
teacher,
Antolini.
Yeah,
Antolini,
Mr. Antolini.
because when the kid jumped out of the window to kill himself, he picked him up and
Probably a little bit.
he kind of felt that he was a cool guy.
He picked him up with his own kid.
Yeah.
Little did he know,
It
Mr.
showed respect.
Antolini was
Was a
a little weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty weird.
So Holden asked him if he can spend the night there and all.
I know.
And
He's a dork.
Mr. Antolini obviously
He's a
agrees
pedophile.
because
He was
Yeah,
a very
Mr.
big.
Antolini
He
kind
was
of
a
creepy with
pedophile.
Holden. and
He's a
everything.
pedophile. He liked little boys.
But he was
So-
not
So
He liked little boys.
when Holden goes to sleep, Mr. Antolini's just kind of sitting in there watching him, and then
And
Touching
petting his
it,
head.
touching
he goes
on
over
him.
his
to him and
head.
starts
Touching on his forehead.
Petting his
Yeah, like
head.
rubbing him
Yeah.
all over.
It was a little weird.
And
like
then
that.
Holden
He also
wakes
asked why
up
the
and he gets
boys
freaked
went to the
out.
milkshake
And then
yard.
he calls him a pervert.
Calls him a
he calls him a
pervert.
pervert.
He says, "You pervert," and then he kind of just
Leave.
He
kind of just leaves.
homosexual, and
It's pretty
goes
weird.
out.
He really starts to question
Like, bye, Mr.
how straight
Antolini.
Mr. Antolini actually
He
is.
said he'll be back, but he
Well,
didn't go
I
back.
mean, they
Yeah.
did legalize
Why would
kitty
you
porn
want-
in New
Why
York.
would you want to return to a
Why
place?
exactly.
Back around too.
They did.
Okay.
Okay, let's move on.
Yes, moving along.
So after Mr. Antolini,
He goes to
what
Grand
does he
Central Station to get his bags.
do? Yep.
Exactly.
Are you sure it wasn't Rockefeller Center?
it was definitely
Grand Central
Yeah, he goes
No,
to
it was
Grand
Radio
Central
City.
Station, right?
No, it was California.
California loving.
Like we said, he goes to
Okay.
Grand Central Station.
He didn't know where to go.
Yeah.
So he slept on the bench.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
kind
He
of just
slept on the bench there.
he just kind of bummed it out on this bench.
Like he always does.
Yeah.
Wake up earlier. Don't
Doesn't
sleep
he
on
go,
the
then
bench.
he goes back to the crazy insane asylum.
What are you talking about, Kevin?
No, what?
Too
We
early?
skipped the carousel part.
I skipped
Yeah.
the carousel part. I apologize.
Yeah.
What are you talking
So
Rewind.
Wait.
So-
what's the carousel for?
Holden meets up with
Holden
Phoebe.
decides.
He meets up
no,
with
we
his,
already talked
he
about
meets
that.
up with
Wait,
his sister and takes her on a
He wakes
So,
up. He wakes up. He decides that he's gonna leave. He's gonna move to. He's gonna try to get to California with his brother DB or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he like writes his sister a note and tells the lady in the office at his sister's school to give it to her so he could meet her before he left.
And give her her money back.
And he wipes off the FU on the wall.
Yeah, there's a bunch of
very
profanity all over
did it
the
say
walls.
FU?
Yes, it did.
Let's not say that language. It said a bad word that started with F and ended
It's
with
a
K.
bunch of profanity all over the walls, and it makes Holden feel kind of.
Well, guys, we have to
Yeah.
say it because
that.
that's the reason why
Too
this
far.
book is such a taboo book.
And why it's so controversial.
Exactly.
to
That's
show
why
and
it's
read in
banned
school.
in some schools.
That's
So
why
you
it's
have to
said.
say
But not in Miss
I
Schellenberg's
think
class.
everyone should just say
Yeah.
it once.
Not Miss Shelley.
No,
No,
no, Isaiah,
she
we're
wants
not
us
going
I
to
to
say
think
it.
we all should say it once.
No. Okay, so
Ellie, you shush.
when he meets with Phoebe, they go to the carousel. Where is the carousel?
It's in the zoo.
It's
in the
That's
zoo.
why they went to the.
Right. Oh my God, Isaiah. Okay,
You didn't
so
read the book.
yes, I did. And
Betty read. Of
Yeah.
course.
So,
Keep going.
they're
So they go to the zoo.
They're at the
Zoo.
carousel,
It
and
was a lousy
Holden
day.
convinces Phoebe to ride, but he
Yeah,
doesn't
it's
ride it
really-
himself. And it kind of shows how Holden's progressed and how he's become an adult and matured throughout the book a little bit.
And then he concludes the book saying, "That's all I gotta say,
Yeah,
folks."
he goes back to the crazy
He's in the
insane
crazy
asylum.
place.
Yeah, and he finishes the book off, and then he says he's going to try and go back to school and like put more effort into
He's gonna try and
his
clean up
schoolwork.
his
He's
act
going to a
pretty much.
different
Yeah.
school, and he's going to try to be more
Clean up his act.
studious.
But
And,
I'm not really sure if that's gonna happen based on the entirety of the book.
yeah.
I think that's the
so
whole-
in
And then he said in the end that he started missing everybody that he had been
Yes.
with.
Don't
throughout
tell
the book.
don't tell people about your stories because in the end you'll just start missing
he
all the
misses
people.
everybody that he wrote about.
Exactly.
Kind of makes me feel like maybe he wants to do this all again, you know? For the fun of it.
Yeah.
It's a bee. There's a wasp.
Even
There's a
though-
wasp.
All right.
There's a wasp.
All right, guys.
We're done.
Okay.
Does anyone...
what's that over there?